My name's Pete. I'm going to show you how to play my interpretation of what has become known as the Red Rocks Riff. This is a warm-up riff that Ben's played just prior to doing a gig at a venue called Red Rocks in the USA, hence the name. The problem is you can't see how he's playing it. He's got his back to the camera and I don't know what the tuning is. I only know what it sounds like. So I've tried to match that as best I can. And so what I'm going to show you isn't exactly the same as what Ben's playing, but I've already done it like a cover of this riff and it's getting a fair bit of attention and people are asking me to do a tutorial, so here we go. First things first, you need to tune your guitar to Dadgad. So D, A, D, G, A, D, and then put your capo on the 3rd fret and then it should sound like this. Alright, so I'm going to play this with a clean signal first of all and show you the fingering positions and what I'm doing with my right hand, and then I will show you how I'm getting the sound with the delay and a bit of reverb and a little bit of gain on the amp just to try and get that same kind of atmospheric sound. So first of all, you need your middle finger on the 1st fret above capo and you need your ring finger on the 1st fret above capo on the 6th and 4th strings respectively. And with your right hand, concentrate on the right hand because the left hand's not going to move for a bit. I'm using my thumb on the 6th string, my 1st finger on the 4th string and my middle finger on the 3rd string, and I'm using that for most of this little pattern. So I'm picking thumb, 1, 2, slap, thumb, thumb, 1, 2, slap, thumb, thumb, 1, 2, slap. Alright, so get that to start with. And then I'm going to just advance the pattern a little bit by plucking the bass string again when I use my middle finger. So it becomes like this. So middle and thumb, thumb again, 1, 2, slap, middle and thumb, thumb, 1, 2, slap. And then I'm going to slide up to the 3rd fret with those same 2 fingers and I'm going to put my index finger on the 2nd fret on the 3rd string. Same pattern with the right hand. So it's thumb and middle, thumb, 1, 2, slap, thumb and middle, thumb, 1, 2, slap. And then I'm going to bring the shape up again to the 5th fret with the middle and ring finger, but the 1st finger is just going to be on the 3rd fret this time, still on the 3rd string. So let's just go through that sequence again. 1st fret, 6 and 4 strings, middle and ring finger. Up to the 3rd, index on the 2nd fret, 3rd string. 5th fret, middle finger, 1st finger, sorry, 3rd fret, 3rd string. Right, now in this 3rd pair of bars there's a little bit of a variation with a string bend, so I'll show you how to play that. So I've come into the bar with thumb, 1, 2, slap, thumb and middle. After that 2nd slap, I'm going to put my little finger onto the 2nd string on the 5th fret above capo. And I'm going to pluck thumb, 3 and 2 together there. And then I'm going to do a string bend on the 3rd string, 5th fret, it's a full bend. Okay, so pluck, pluck again, full bend, back down, and then release to open. Okay, pluck, pluck, bend, back down, release, and then you back round to the start of the cycle. Third fret. Fifth fret. Right, so I've put some gain on the amp now. And the next thing I'm going to do is add some reverb. Now this is on my Hall of Fame, and it's on the Hall setting with sort of a 10 o'clock position on the decay and on the 12 o'clock setting on the amount of effects. I've turned the tone down a little bit as well, just to take some of the brittleness off the tone at the top end. So this is now, okay, this is now with just some reverb, no delay yet. And now I'm going to stick my delay pedal on. Right, talk you through the delay settings first of all. So top right we have the delay control, and this basically sets the strength of the delayed sound compared to the sound of the first note you play. So if I set it to the middle position, then the first delayed note is just slightly quieter than the played note. If I move it to the left, then the first note played is considerably stronger than the first echo, and if I move it to the right, you can hear that the first delay is a lot louder than the played note. Right, so I'm going to set it just slightly to the right of the middle there, and that's so I get a fairly strong first echo, and I need to hear that strong first echo to allow me to hear the rhythm, because I'm not playing bang on the echoes again. I'll explain that in a minute. Second control, top right, we've got something called the bite control, and this basically controls the amount of degradation of the delay on each subsequent echo. So if I turn it all the way up, there's not much degradation of the echoes, but if I turn it quite a way down, then very quickly the echoes sort of fall apart, even though they're diminishing quite quickly. Each echo is subsequently quite gritty. So I actually want to retain a reasonable amount of the delay signal, because I'm not setting it to many echoes, so I want each echo that comes through to be reasonably clear. So I've got it set to 2 o'clock position there. Right, now the next one's the feedback control down here, and this measures. This sets the amount of delay signal that goes back into the unit, so how many delays you get really. If I want to set it so I get about 2 delays, so I've got, hang on, so I've got 1, 2, and then after that it fades. If I turn it up to sort of around here somewhere, got loads, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 delays there. And then back over here, barely get one, and then a mush. I'll turn the reverb off. Alright, so I'm setting it about here. So I'm getting 2 fairly strong delays, and then it's kind of fizzling out. And then the final control down here is the time setting, and this decides how much time there is between each echo. So if I turn it up here, in fact full on, I think I get about a second of time between each echo, and then all the way up here, it's pretty quick, through to like a slapback echo, and then so the echo is so small, but it does add a slight phasing effect to the notes. I'm setting it about here. So the timing again, this is a bit like playing small things, because the timing is such that you're playing with 3 echoes coming every 2 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll tell you what, I'll try and play it a little slower to start with. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's obviously a fair bit slower, but you can do that with the delay. You can slow it down a bit just for practice purposes, but it will train you to play quite regularly. So I'm going to put it at the correct speed as I think it is now. Okay, here we go. So it's been suggested that this riff is taken from the song Time is Dancing, and I've not heard the riff in any of the live performances I've listened to date. I'm hoping it's part of a new song, fingers crossed. I will show you why it's been suggested that this could be from Time is Dancing, because it's possible to play the sort of the main riff and the main sounds from Time is Dancing in this tuning. So I'm starting on the 3rd fret, and I have slowed the delay a little bit. Now, if you've enjoyed this tutorial, please check out my channel. There's lots of other videos on there and lots of other tutorials and covers. I'm working on a load of John Martin stuff. Bless the Weather, Couldn't Love You More, Man in the Station, they're all coming soon. And the limiting factor is always time. I'm a busy guy, but I'm doing my best. So I will hopefully see you very soon. Please leave me a comment if there's another song you would like me to look on. Hit the like button if you haven't already done. Please subscribe if you haven't already done that, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.